Aline thought, the big day has arrived, it's our anniversary, I bought the gift he wanted so much and I think he's going to love the surprise. We're not doing very well, but I hope to surprise him. I'm going to clean the house soon and I want to get everything ready. I'm going to remove the meat to make the topping he loves so much, and I bought a dress too, and I think he's going to love it. When she finished getting ready, Aline says, then I'm ready, and this beautiful dress, for such a special day, and I hope he likes the surprise, and also, because it's the gift he wanted so much, I pressed myself and bought it, because he deserves it. I think that everything is ready. She remembers putting on a perfume that her husband likes so much, and now I'm going to the living room, because he must be almost there. When arriving in the room, Aline says, he must be almost there, I'll wait for him here. Soon Pedro enters, and she says, hey my love, surprise. And he asks, what is this, Aline? What gift, what? She says, my love, I bought you a present. Are you forgetting that today is our anniversary? Pedro, annoyed, says, what anniversary of our relationship, Aline, and we celebrate it. What is it? Aline says, calm down, love. I bought the gift you wanted so much, I'm sure you'll love it, and I'm going to make the sweet tooth you love the most. I already took it out of the freezer, and it's all ready, and Pedro said, sweeten it, Aline? I'm not going to celebrate that. How are we going to celebrate our dating anniversary if we're not even happy? And Aline asks him why not. And he says, what is this, Aline? We're already married, and as we're going to celebrate our anniversary, how crazy is this? And Aline says, it's because it's a special date for me, and I thought you remembered. And Pedro says, special? I remember? And what is this here? Taking Aline's bag, she says, I'm sure you'll love it, and he throws it on the floor and says, I don't want to know about it. And she asks, why did you do that? And he says, what did I do? And Aline says, I bought it with so much affection, and he angrily says, I don't want to know, and I don't worry about it, and I don't even celebrate these things. And this dog here? And screams, get out of here. And she asks, why are you doing this, Pedro? And he says, doing what? Aline says, I separated this whole day for us. I went to the salon, bought a new outfit, and bought your gift, and I couldn't even share it, because I thought you would like it. I tried to please you. And he, all ignorant, says, I didn't notice, and for me you're still the same person. And celebrate dating anniversary, Aline? You're too old for that, don't you think? And took out meat to thaw? She confirms, and he says, do you really think I'm going to eat? Seriously, Aline, and excuse me. He leaves the room and leaves her alone. Aline picks up the gift from the floor and says, wow, I bought it with so much affection. I tried hard, I squeezed, for him to arrive and not give a damn, and he went straight to his room. He's very strange, and it's been a while, and I don't know what's going on, but I need to find out. He's not normal, and I need to know what it is. In the bedroom, Pedro says, this woman must be going crazy. She really wanted to surprise me and celebrate my anniversary. I can't take it anymore. I'll do what interests me here and make a call. When I see that the someone else answered, he says, hi my love, how are you? Upon having the answer, he says, I'm fine too. Wow, it was great today, right? And if I tell you what happened, you won't even believe it. The woman on the other end of the line asks you about your wife? And he says, it's about her. Can you believe she surprised me for my anniversary? Do you believe that? He came saying that he thawed meat and that he bought a new dress. Wow, I can't take it anymore. Did this woman see it and ask if they could see each other today? And he says that he loves her a lot. Aline, who was behind the door listening to everything from the beginning, enters and says, so that's it, Pedro? Who are you talking to? And he picks up his cell phone and says, hello, are you the one with my husband? But no problem, I'll solve it here with him. And ask Pedro, what is this? And he asks her why he's listening behind the door. And she says, how do you have the courage to do this to me? And today is our dating anniversary. I prepared a surprise for you. And he says, do you really think I wanted to surprise you, Aline? And she says, you are my husband and I thought you would like it, and you didn't give a damn about it. I got ready. I took the time to make you a taste. And he says, you look like an orange. I'm disgusted with you, woman. And Aline says, what a man you are. You should be ashamed to do that, and he calls you a whore, and that he was tired of her, and every day you wanting to do cute things for me, and I can't even look you in the face, and you know what, I don't even know why you talk to her like that on phone, because I'm in love with her, and I like hers, and I want to stay with her, and you just stall here inside the house. And Aline said, do you know what the problem was, Pedro? That you let me find out everything, wasn't man enough to tell me. And he says, what man what? Say what to you? I don't have anything to talk to you about. And Aline says, I'm not going to disturb you anymore. I'm not going to be that thorn in your side anymore, and I'm going to leave. You can feel free with her, and I want to see how far this goes. Give. And he asks, where will you go? Under the bridge? And she says, you don't care. I have family members who like me much more than you do. And Pedro, all ignorant, says, get out of here. Go. And she calls him ridiculous, and he yells, hurry up, get out of here, and knock on the door. Murmuring, he takes out his cell phone and says, boring girl, go under the bridge and call your lover again and say, love. I'm sorry for her attitude. It turned out that she found out everything, but I have good news. You can come home now, that now we can be together, and that she was supposed to bring just one suitcase and then take the rest. And he tells her he was waiting for her and says goodbye. Hours later, someone knocks on the door, and Pedro says, it looks like she has arrived. And when opening the lover, he says, hi sweetheart. I arrived. And he asks, okay? She says, yes, but baby, what is it? You didn't take it from there until today? And he says, the girl just left here, but then I take it off. You can stay calm. And she says, the house is beautiful, only the decoration is very tacky. And Pedro says, from now on you will solve all this. If you sitting on the sofa. The lover says, what a wonderful sofa. And he says, I'm glad you liked it, love. And she said, and now you can give me your card, and I'm going to change everything. And he says, it hasn't even arrived, and will you change everything? And she says, don't you want to do my tastes? And he says, I want to show you something, let's go see the room. And she, all excited, says, the best part of the house, and gets up. A month later, when he enters the house and sees the mess, Pedro says, wow, what a mess. When he sees her sitting on the couch, he says, oh my love. And she asks, okay? And he says, how are you? What is this? You are seeing a picture of a man there. And she says, our love, this man here is handsome in, and shows him. And Pedro, annoyed, says, what do you mean? What mess is this? Haven't you already cleaned the house yesterday and today again? And look at this kitchen. And she says, love, I'm not going to clean the house, I just did my nails. And he says, oh William, you can't do this to me. You promised me a lot of things, and now you're leaving the house like this. And William says, I love you, I promised to make you happy, not to be your maid in the house. And Pedro says, and how can a person be happy like that? And she says, you just hire a day laborer, and she comes 3 times a week and cleans. What do you think? Pedro says, you must be joking with my face. And she says, I'm not. Why? And you're not thinking that I'm just like your ex, right? And he says, that's the problem, because at her time, she did things and helped me, you understand. And William says, and what did you do with her? And I'm not going to do anything, and if you want you can hire a day laborer. And Pedro says, William, enough. I'm not going to stay like this. It's been days since you've been here and you don't fix anything. It's just on this cell phone, and I don't want to be with you. No, I want you to leave here. And she asks, do you want me to leave? I go out, and I regret coming to live with you. I thought I would have a queen's life, and I'm going to look for a cat. And Pedro says, you're disgusting. She says goodbye, and he says that you don't have to come back to get anything, you can let me have it delivered. Alone, Peter asks himself, my God, what have I done with my life? Every day I think about Aline, and do I call her? He calls Aline and says, hi Aline, how are you? When he gets the answer, he says he's fine too, and he says he called to say he was wrong with her, and he's missing her a lot, and asks her to come back to the house, at least for them to talk, or I'll come to you. She says, I'm very happy, and it's going to hang up, and he asks don't hang up, and then she ends the call. And he mutters, "My God, what now?"